guys, what's going on? So first I want to say happy Easter to everyone. So this video should be going up on Easter on Sunday, April Fool's Day. And so I just wanted to come on and do a little, I would say couch chronicle type deal, but recliner. The boys in there are taking a nap. I don't know how long it's going to be before they get up, so I wanted to come quickly and do a video really quickly. Okay, so this video here, as you can see from the title, I still question God. What I mean by that is because I still go through life, even now, even having the boys, I still go through questioning God, you know, why did I lose my girls? Why, you know, did I always want girls and, you know, almost had them and, you know, now don't have them and end up with boys. I wouldn't say I still have a gender disappointment feeling because I love my boys and I can't picture life without them. However, I would have loved to have had my girls too. You know, I still get extremely emotional when someone's in there combing their child's hair, or when I see, you know, little girls just in their little tutus, or, you know, when I go to baby showers and it's for a little girl, I still deep down inside hurt, you know, because I feel like I was almost there and then bam, you know, they were taken from me. It still eats at my core at times, you know, and I know those that have lost children out there know exactly what I'm feeling. However, I know some people may be like, well, you know, at least you have a baby, you have two, you know, even though they're boys, you should be, you know, happy. And you are. You're elated, you're happy, you having all these wonderful emotions, but you still deep down inside, one, either feel like, hey, I'm missing something, you know, because you wanted that little girl, or two, I'm missing something because I lost a child. So even if it's not due to a certain gender, you're still going to have those feelings that, you know, that child is not here. Now, has it gotten easier to deal with because I do have the boys here? Yes. I don't get as emotional, although we talk about them almost every day. Me and my husband, we talk about them. You know, just today and yesterday we were saying like we would have never thought we would go through something like that, you know, and stuff like that. I understand, you know, I went through it. I was able to help so many people out, you know, with getting a tag or, you know, a premature delivery, just anything that relates to that. I know that I've helped many people out to look out for signs or to go and get the tag or, you know, certain things to look for. But if I could change it, I would have them here in a heartbeat, you know. That was just the worst pain ever. And it's just, I don't know what it is about lately. Recently, I've been having these wish you were here moments about them. And, you know, I don't know because the boys are getting older. I don't know if it's because, you know, when different holidays, you know, we try to color coordinate and, you know, and it's like I'm getting all the boys together, you know, all the, from the dad to LeBron to the boys, and it's like I feel like I don't fit in that much. I feel like I, you know, am like a puzzle piece that don't fit sometimes. And the reason why I say that, it's not, you know, like I said, I love my boys and I know they love me, and, you know, I love where I am, you know, as far as being a mom and stuff like that. But there are times when I'm picking out their outfits where, you know, I think I wish I could be picking out a dress or a skirt that's like mine for a little girl, you know. And even though we are paying the storage fee to keep the remaining embryos, in the back of my mind, I'm just wondering if I'll ever have enough money for that to, number one, do the whole thing over again. Number two, to do the gender, the testing for the gender. And I feel like I kind of feel like it's weird because when I started doing IVF, I felt like, or before I even got into IVF, I was like, oh, I'm never going to get pregnant. I'm never going to have children because IVF, I know it costs a lot. You know, it felt so far-fetched. And I kind of feel that same feeling now, even though I've already went through IVF and I have the twins to prove it. I just feel like now it's like, will I ever be able to afford that? You know, we put so much money into that, and you know, it's like we put so much money into trying to get pregnant until the money we were trying to save up to buy a house, it's like, okay, so that went to that, you know. And I just feel like, number one, IVF shouldn't be that expensive. It shouldn't be that hard to even get everything cleared by insurance and all the crap you go through, you know. And that's just as realistic as it is, you know. You go through these little stupid insurance companies that they'll approve it if it's a diagnosis, but they won't approve it if it's a treatment, or it's always something stupid. And I just feel like, I seen a comment the other day on Instagram, and I didn't realize this because I've never had to have plastic surgery or weight loss surgery, but I heard that majority of insurance policies or companies, they'll cover skin removal and weight loss and reconstructive surgery for you losing weight. Or even some kind of plastic cosmetic type surgery, just because you want to have this or want to have that. But you have to fight for them to approve for you to be able to have children. I feel like something so natural as children, it's like you don't do this stuff to yourself. You know, I feel like with weight gain and stuff, you do it to yourself. You pick up the hamburger, you pick up the French fries, you sit down on the bed and eat and don't move and don't exercise. You contribute to it. However, with childbearing, I feel like it is a medical need to be looked at, because we don't just wake up one day and say, let me go get some endometriosis and swallow it and put it in my body. Like, it doesn't go that way. And I feel like there should be more or less limitations to this. You know, I feel like it should be something given on every insurance. You know, I feel like it should be you know, if you get tested and you see you need IVF, it should be, to me, 100% covered. I feel like it should be, you know, just like a regular doctor's visit. You pay your copay, but it's covered, just like you had a cold or something or whatever. Because, I don't know, it's just not right. It's just not right. But I just feel like more of it should be covered. So unless I get a job that, you know, helps pay for some of it at least, you know, then I don't see us doing it again. I mean, because it's just so much money. And I feel like I would be taking that away from the boys, trying to give them the best life, you know. Can I see myself with just the boys and that's it in life? I can see myself doing it. I can see myself doing it. Does it hurt to see myself doing it with just the boys? It does. Because I've always wanted a daughter, you know. And the thing is that I am like on the fence, because I'm completely satisfied with my boys, but I'm not completely satisfied with not having a girl. That makes no sense, right? But that's why I say I still question God, you know. I still question why, you know, why, not why I had to have IVF. That part there I'm fine with. But it's the fact that why did I have to get pregnant with 3 girls? You know, it was 2 pregnancies, but the next pregnancy after the twins, if you don't know my story, I ended up getting pregnant again. And after they tested to see what was wrong, and it was a chromosomal issue, they also tested to see if it was male or female, and just so happened that it was a little girl. And, you know, go and put 2 more in, and bam, we have boys. They were in the same tube and everything. And so, like I said, I can't see life without them. But I do question God and say, you know, God, I'm happy with them. You know, I love being a mom and stuff, and I love my boys, but you knew my heart. And you know how they say, you know, God gives you your heart desires. And it's like, was I not specific enough? I feel like if he knew my desires, then he would have at least given me a daughter and a son, you know, as twins, or at least, you know, I lost daughters. Okay, I can't get them back. And I know they can't be replaced. But the next time I get pregnant, you know, I'm going to go ahead and bless her. She didn't been through enough. And, you know, you go through, like, I guess this is how I would be, but I can't say that I'm God. You know, I can't see the bigger picture or whatnot, and I still don't understand. And you know how they say everything happens for a reason. I don't understand the reason of me losing my children. Now, let's say I had them preterm and they went to the hospital, they was in NICU for whatever reason. Then I can say, okay, my whole reason was to help people learn about the tech, or help people learn about this, or help people learn about that. But why did it have to have a death include? Why did my girls have to die? You know, why did I have to bury my children? Why? You know, and why did he not bless me with another daughter? Every time I got pregnant with a daughter, he took him. He took my daughter, you know, or certainly didn't keep them here. So it does boggle me sometimes, you know. You know, I have my faith, don't get me wrong, but with faith, you have to work at it. I can't sit around and say, well, you know, God is going to give us what we need to do this whole IVF thing again, but don't do nothing about it. Just sit there like a bump on a log. I don't think nobody's going to come knock on the door and be like, hey, I just want to give you this amount of money for whatever reason. If it happens that way, okay, fine, but, you know. So, I don't know, guys. Excuse me. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I look at my children every day and I'm just like so blessed. And then at the same time looking at them, I'm wondering, how would your sister look? How would y'all sister look? You know, would y'all look the same right now? Would y'all be acting the same? You know, or whatnot. And, you know, like I look at Lenix so much, and I look at him with all that hair, and it drives me crazy that I can't put a bow in his hair. It drives me crazy that I can't split that hair in some ponytails and put bows on it, or ribbons on it, or a headband on it. It drives me nuts to know I can't do that. You know, it drives me nuts to know that I can't do that to him. You know, and not to him, but it's just the fact that he has all this hair. Now Levi, you know, he has some, you know, regular little bitty baby's hairs and stuff, so I would maybe do nothing with that. But the fact of, you know, Lenix has this beautiful curly hair, and oh my gosh, like I literally sometimes like part it in two and have pom-poms in my hair, and I'm putting oil in his hair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's like a little me, and you know, I can't, you know, and I'm just like, man, like I could have been going on with my life, not worrying about this, but then in the back of my mind, I'm like, should I do this again? Is it worth it? You know, should I go through all of this again just to get the girl? You know, and like my husband said, you know, if we're going to get a little girl, if we're going to have a little girl, it might as well come from us, you know. So that's the thing too, because I would love to have some things in common with her and know that, oh, we're just alike, you know. And I mean, I do that with the boys, of course, don't get me wrong, but to have a little me, you know, me just walking around here, like that'd be priceless. So yes, I still question God. I still question him to this day. I feel like I was able to move past everything, but I still question him, like, why? You know, I used to question why I had to go through IVF to get pregnant. You know, then I questioned why my children had to die. Then I questioned, you know, if you knew my heart desires, then why'd you not bless me with a daughter after all of the losses with girls? That's like a kick in the gut. You know, that's like a kick, it's like the worst pain ever to know that the ones you lost are girls, and that's what you always wanted, you know. So yes, I would love to understand or know why, you know, why. So anyway, I just had to get that off my chest, y'all. For some reason lately, I've been having them on my mind a little bit more than the norm. Like I said, they would have been 3 years old, and I can just picture my house just being full of them and the boys. Like, I could just picture the 2 little girls running the house. I could picture London and Lindsay just being the boss babies, you know, up in here. I can see the boys putting on their little barrettes, their ponytails, you know, like I could just picture all of that, you know, call me crazy, but I can picture all of that. I can picture me saying, baby, well, I'm going to take the girls. We're going to go, you know, out and about. I could just picture that, you know, and I could picture how they would look, or I could picture how I would have done their hair the night before school, or how I would have done their hair, you know, to keep it up and looking nice. And, you know, and that's like hubby said the other day, or was it yesterday? I think he said, I know the girls would have had some beautiful long hair because of you. And he was like, you know, you would have had their hair looking all nice and it would have been long and pretty. And I was like, yeah. I said I would have been on that hair. I would have been greasing it up, conditioning it, all kind of stuff, you know, and it would have just been so much fun. So much fun, you know. And that's like when I was shopping for Easter clothes and I was looking at the girls' rack versus the boys' rack. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, look at this. I was like, look how cute. And hubby was like, okay, stay focused, babe, stay focused. I'm like, I know. I'm like, you know, just to think that I'd never be able to buy pink clothes and tutus and stuff, I don't know. So then hubby was like, well, why don't we do a GoFundMe just for that? And I'm just like, you know, I'm not the person to be begging people. I don't like begging people for money. And I feel like that's a way of begging people, especially if, you know, it's not a catastrophic type event, if that makes sense. You know, I mean, we had a GoFundMe account when the girls passed. You know, I wasn't working, hubby couldn't work the way he needed to work, and you know, one of our lovely sisters that's in the TTC community had reached out to me and was like, let's, you know, how about, you know, we do a GoFundMe to help y'all out. And I was like, well, you know, I appreciate it, that's fine. But and that truly helped. Like, that was such a blessing. But like, just to have it so we can have more kids, I feel like people are gonna be like, well, that's kind of greedy. You know, I feel like people's gonna be like, well, you already had 2, you ought to be happy. Like, be happy with what you have, move on, get over it. You know, not everybody is gonna understand how we feel and stuff. And I just told myself, I just feel like, you know, I'm just, God, you know, I'm waiting on you to just drop some money from the sky, drop some money and let it land right here by me. You know, put $1 million right here. You know, and stuff like that. So I don't know, guys. I just thought I would come and kind of vent to y'all and, you know, talk to y'all about it and stuff like that. And, you know, like I said, I haven't been that emotional about it or anything like that. I just feel some type of ways. Sometimes I just want to just have this one-on-one conversation with God to know, you know, I understand you feel like I'm that strong and stuff like that, but why take all my girls? Why was it time for all my girls to come to you? Why? You know, I don't know. And then when I see people that have one of each, I'm like, wow. You know, I'm like, that would have been so awesome to have one of each and be done. You know, even with the girls, I was thinking about being done. You know, I told her when I found out they were girls, I said, well, if you want me to do it again, I'll do it again for your boy. But oh my gosh, I have my girl. Like, I was so happy. I remember when we found out the comparison to finding out who was pregnant with the girls versus the boys. Like, I cried for different reasons. And I remember with the girls, you know, I was laying on that table and she was like, okay, baby A. It's a little girl. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, oh my God. I was like, God is so good. Like, I was just so happy. I was like, God, you are so good. Thank you so much. I was like, you gave me a daughter. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a daughter. And then she was like, okay, baby B looks like another girl. And I mean, I looked to hubby. He was sitting on the side of me. And I was just like, oh my God, which y'all can, I don't know if I recorded that. I don't think so. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, baby, I was like, I'm so sorry. You don't have your boy. So happy that, you know, I could get what I want, especially going through this. you know, he was so happy about it, and I was so happy. Like, I was so proud. I was like, I'm having girls. Like, it was so, like, and at the time, as y'all know, I was going through so much. You have to look back in the story, but I couldn't even buy them anything at the time, you know, and because of the situation that was going on, and, you know, just to know that now they're gone, and I have to only buy boy stuff now, and it just really pulls at my heart sometimes, you know, and seeing all the people, you know, getting pregnant on my timeline on Facebook, and so many people that's getting pregnant naturally, and it does pull at my heart still, you know, to know that I can't just get up one day and be like, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test, you know, and stuff. I wish it would happen on its own and we have a girl. That would be magical. But anyway, guys, I didn't waste enough of y'all time. I'm just rambling now, but I just wanted to come and just kind of vent to y'all, let y'all know how I'm feeling right now. You know, just an out the blue feeling for the last couple of days. And I just wanted to come and talk to y'all and, you know, give me some of y'all stories. You know, tell me how you felt after you know, you lost a child and then you had more. You know, how are you coping with that? Or if you only have girls and you wanted a boy, or you only have boys and you wanted a girl, or whatever the case may be, you know, let me know how you felt later on, you know, and what you're feeling and stuff like that. And I don't know, just give me some insight of how y'all feel or what y'all think and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm truly blessed for my boys. Don't get me wrong. I'm so blessed for my boys, so don't get me wrong. I love them and I can't picture life without them. But it's like, I want all my kids, you know, like the 3 girls that we lost, I could have had a house full. And the failed IVF that happened October of 2016, the one right before the boys, I don't know what that embryo was. I don't know if there was a girl or boy. In my mind, I feel like it probably was a girl. All just because, you know, that's what I wanted. I don't just feel like I'm just being punished too. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like it's just like a punish, like, even though you wanted that, but I'm not going to give it to you type deal. You know, like, I know you want this, but I'm going to give you this. You know, I know you want this kind of Nissan, but I'm going to give you this kind of Nissan. Or I know you want a 2-story, but I'm going to give you 1-story, but you still get a house. Or I know you want this job, but I'm going to give you a different job. You know, like, but it's similar. Or I don't know, it's like you get what you want, but you don't get it, but you don't get what you want. I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird. I don't know, guys. It just tears me up sometimes to know that I was just so close. You know, I was so close. You know, and I hate to think that one day that, you know, when the boys get older, for them to know that, you know, oh, your mom was so sad that, you know, y'all were boys. But I think once they know the losses that we had and everything, and how I always wanted a daughter, I feel like they would, you know, understand completely. But, you know, their smiles and their laughs light up my day and stuff like that. But it's just like, when I'm walking somewhere, which I had a video about this, oh, all boys, how I be want to go, psh, psh, psh. Oh. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go, and I will holler at y'all later. And I thank y'all so much for listening and just being there for me, you know, through the years and all that good stuff. So I really appreciate it. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Not like the other diapers, and I'll show you in a minute. But basically, I'm going to have to scoot up for this. But as you can see, it's like a little